and Samika Douglas. I believe you're going to be willing to testify together. So if you could just come up together and take turns, and we would love to hear from you. So.
Good afternoon. My name is Rosalyn Williams. First, I want to say thank you to Senator Anthony for presenting these bills. And actually, I was one of the people that worked with her on the bills and continue to work with her on the bills because I am a resident of Lansing. I am an actually elected official for the Lansing School Board. So this bill encompasses a lot for me. It affects the children that I work with daily, but more so it affected me personally because the coldest day of the year, which was February 26th of 2023, my furnace went out in one of the largest apartment complexes here in Lansing, where there's 623 units with over 1,000 people. The average rent was $1,000. My furnace went out. I called co-compliance. Co-compliance took it from pink tag to red tag and said you had to evacuate. I notified the apartment complex. They came and quote unquote supposedly fixed the unit. However, we began to smell gas, so we called consumers. Consumers came out and said, you cannot be here. They red tagged it, pulled the meter. I officially had to evacuate the premises. We literally lived in a hotel for 8 weeks before we had to move out. What people don't realize is when they red tag your home, a working person like me cannot enter their home because I work 8 to 5, and those are the only hours you can go in. So not only did I live in a hotel, I had to purchase clothes and everything because I maintain a job. As you heard me say, I was an elected official. Let me backtrack and say that prior to all of that, my apartment was already pink tagged and my son, my oldest child, got shot. We could not allow him to live there because he had an ostomy bag because of all the things that were happening, the trash, the garbage, everything. I, in my life, have never known what bed bug was. I paid to have bed bugs removed from my apartment. I literally, $2,000 plus to stay in the hotel. I paid the Rose Company. I paid when my deep freezer went out. They didn't do anything. And to see other people, the worst part of that was prior to this, I fell on what they call the step. Spent 9 days in the hospital with MRSA and cellulitis because wood entered my hand from the steps they created. When I say that these bills are not for working people, but for everyday people, we need to really pass this. I mean, I looked out the window standing out there and I'm like, this is the greatest city. This is the capital city. But right now, so many of us are living in hell. It needs to be repaired. There needs to be support. And I commend Senator Anthony and some of the representatives that I work with because they're not thinking about just current residents. They're thinking about the future, the sustainability for you and your family as legislators coming into town with homes and apartments. It's not just about us, it's about making a change, making an impact, and we need that. I look at kids daily when I go into the schools. Some of them can't go to school because they're sleeping on their parents' couches or their uncles and aunts' couches. And I'm gonna be transparent. I am paying $900 for a room for my son and I because we can't find anything that's affordable. Again, I'm a working person and I have my own business. I'm an elected official, so it's bigger than what most people think. And I tell people, until you walk it and understand it, you can't judge it. I actually encourage you in it. This needs to happen. It needs to happen today.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Samika Douglas, and I am here today wearing multiple hats. I am a community advocate for the city of Grand Rapids. I work at Project Green, Director of Advocacy for rent reporting for credibility, but today I am here as a tenant. Few years ago, my family and I was displaced, and we're still in current displacement because of an issue with our home. Imagine with me being at home and you get a knock on the door. It's the city inspection. They come in, they look at the house, and they tell you, oh, you can't be here. Because we have been sending out letters and we have been sending out this and sending out that to the landlord because they supposed to have been fixing something. One thing, all he had to do, everybody know that little thing on the back of your dryer, right? It's silver, it's movable, it's flexible. He just had to drop it down the chimney. What that would have did, it would have prevented carbon monoxide from coming into our home. But he refused to do that. So we had less than 30 days to move out of our home. Now just imagine uprooting your children. Imagine the mental health that now that's causing on them, not just you, but they see the stress in your face. They see you don't know what to do. They see you're confused. But who do you have? You have no support. You have no resources. You have no one that you could lean on. You don't even understand what's going on. But now you have to find somewhere, a safe, affordable housing for not just you, but your children as well. You have to also fight the demons that they are now fighting because they are uplifted from schools. They're uplifted from their friends. Then they're getting teased because all we know is this a note on the door. Other people don't understand what it is, but your home is condemned. You're living in a condemned house. That's the ridicule that my kids had to face. That's also the ridicule that I had to face, thinking I'm a bad parent for moving them into this home. Oh, it was beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, it was killing us silently. Did the landlord face anything? No. We moved out, and guess what? 2 months later, he had new tenants in there. 2 months later, he just dropped what he needed to drop, reapplied, fixed his fines, and had new tenants in there. But we are 3 years later still displaced. Why are we displaced? Because rent is too damn high. Just as she said, I am a working parent as well. I don't work one job. I don't work 2 jobs. I have 4 jobs in my community. Now imagine being a community advocate, being there for everyone else, but you can't be there for yourself.